It's about to go down. Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legend Morning Show is back Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Michael Shawn, that's me. Jay Black, Sexy Mo, C Chum, and celebrity guests that you get nowhere else. That's right, but here on Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends. Go to our YouTube page, Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends, and check the exclusive situation all the way out. Or catch it live. Get your comments on Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends are back. Yeah.
Going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere. We can't be stopped now.
Hello. Shawn and the Takeover Legends. Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends. Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends and the Takeover and the Takeover Legends. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. January 24th. It is Hump Day Wednesday. 6 minutes after 7, which means we are on time for this show. I don't want to be redundant, but you already know. This show starts 7-ish till around 9-ish. Sometimes it's till 8:30-ish. And all that good stuff. So let me get to y'all. First of all, good morning to everybody rocking with us. Let me get to everybody. Mickey White Chocolate, what's up? What up? Slick Talk, Mickey White Chocolate in here. Good morning. RG Parker, good morning. Afro Queen, yes indeedy. Y'all, right back at you. Afro Queen, got Afro Queen. Mickey White Chocolate's in the building. Don Page is early. He's up in here early in the game. What up, Don Page? Gotta have my fellas rock with me. All right. Well, let's see. How do we get this started? I got a whole bunch of little videos for those who don't think the NFL and the NBA are rigged. If you don't think that these billion-dollar businesses are just, just anybody can win. Got some footage for that. And hey, listen, I'm still going to watch. I'm still watching. I'm still hoping that the guy who predicted 6 months ago and said that the NFL actually, you can tell who's going to be in the Super Bowl by the colors in the logo. That sounds stupid. I know. That sounds stupid that the logo they put out way before the season starts for the Super Bowl actually gives you the clues and the hints. Not the clues and the hints, gives you who's going to be in the Super Bowl. And one dude said in the middle of the season, it will be the Baltimore Ravens and San Francisco 49ers. I forget what game Baltimore was going into, but he went as far as to say they would lose that game and then they won't lose another game the rest of the season. And I said, shut your mouth. I said, shut your mouth. You don't know what you're talking about. Ain't no way they're going to put the colors in the logo. Ain't no way. And, Ashley Newman's in the building. Ashley, where's Ashley at? I just saw Ashley. Ashley Newman in the building. Morning, Ashley Newman. Well, I got a little video to show you, just to show you. And then, I got to send the other video with an NBA player that you may know. That also says this goes on in the NFL. I mean, in the NBA, excuse me. So with that being said, the business is actually called an entertainment business. That's what they're under, the NFL and the NBA. They are entertainment businesses, not sports businesses, not sports leagues, entertainment businesses. So I said this a long time ago, the only legit sport that is honest with everybody is wrestling. Wrestling lets you know. It took a long time. I'm 52 years old. It took a long time for wrestling to just come out the closet and just tell you that this is scripted. Doesn't mean they can't get hurt. People get hurt. People have died in live events in wrestling. Doesn't mean it's less dangerous. Doesn't mean these people aren't athletes. It just means the powers that be above the athletes have a plan and have a script. But I'm going to play the video. I'm not telling you I discovered this on some research, on some investigating reporting that Michael Shawn did. No. Do I look like I'm the type to do that type of research? Do I look like I'm the type to invest that much time into researching things and analyzing and watching video and this and that and that? I got a life. I just want to enjoy sports. That's all I want to do. I just want to enjoy some sports. I just want to watch my Giants win. Well, we'll get into that when the team gets on here. And then, the political game, I'm not good at. I used to, when I was working on radio, I used to have to follow it. I had to follow everybody's narrative. I had to follow everybody's opinion. I had to follow how I had to sit there. I watched CNN and Fox News. I watched them both. I never just watched one. I learned that from my dad. I watched them both. You got to watch them both because it's amazing how one topic can be viewed upon so differently in two different networks. It's just amazing. It could be anything. No matter what the topic is. They are not on the same page. No matter, it's gotten to the point, no matter what it is. The sun. What's your opinions on the sun, Republicans? What's your opinions on the sun, Democrats? They will literally have two different sides. Like I'm like, it's the sun. It's hot, right? Can we agree that the sun is hot? Can we agree on that? But Nikki Haley and Donald Trump are going to go against each other. And it's not looking good for Nikki. I did not know Nikki Haley was her descent was of Indian descent. Like not Native American, but you know what I'm talking about. I didn't know that. I didn't know that till maybe a week ago. I didn't even know she doesn't even use her birth name. Nikki Haley is not her birth name. I didn't know this. This is stuff you find out. But she made, weeks ago, she made a comment that America isn't racist. So I got the video on that. I'm just waiting for the other squares to pop in. So we'll talk about that. And then on the relationship tip, that's old school. Oh, that was old school on the relationship tip. That is old school shit right there. Michael Shawn, you just showed your age. You said on the relationship tip. First of all, you didn't even say pause. And you said on the relationship tip. That is some old school shit. On the relationship front, I want to ask y'all a question. I don't want to ask about the people you've been in relationships with. I don't want to ask what they did. I don't want to ask how were they at fault. I want to know one thing about a relationship that you do badly. That you got to work on. I don't want to hear about the other person. I don't want to hear about what people need to do, what you're looking for. I need to know what is it that you are tremendously bad at when it comes to a relationship. What do you do? Are you an insecure person in a relationship? Do you have trust issues that you have to work on? Do you what's the word? Are you not Are you not sensitive to other people's feelings in a relationship? Thanks, Nikki. Oh, okay. Birthday. Wait a second, birthday. Wait. Today's actually your birthday. Is today actually your birthday, Jeanette? Hold on, just in case. Wait a second. Wait, before I keep running my mouth. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy. Yeah. Everybody say happy birthday to Jeanette. Come on, y'all. Let the community say happy birthday. That's right. From the church that anybody can get it. Can the congregation say happy birthday to Jeanette? Happy birthday. I need a whole bunch of happy birthdays out here. We celebrate birthdays up in here. That's what we do. Ain't nobody gonna be shy. Everybody. Oh, it was yesterday. RG. Okay, it was yesterday. All right. Yesterday. Okay, that's right. We did talk about it, but I'm gonna make a big deal out of it anyway. You still celebrating? I love to. Don Page said, "I love to." Well, you meant to say hard. I love too hard. Well, C Chung is in the building. C Chung is in the building. What up, C? What's good?
What's good? What's good, brother? Good
I
morning.
seen you in a minute. C Chung is in the building. Everything good with you?
Yes, sir. Everything's back great.
All
Well,
right.
not that it wasn't good before, but
You said what?
I said not that it wasn't before, but you know. Then.
All right, C Chung's in the building. Round of applause. Let's get C Chung over here. C Chung's in the building. All right, so I set up the whole show, right? I set up the whole show. We're gonna talk about. I got some videos about the NFL being rigged, the NBA being rigged. We got some videos of Nikki Haley. I didn't know Nikki Haley. That wasn't her birth name. I didn't know she was of Indian descent, like not the Native American Indian, not the Indian, Indian, the other
What,
Indian.
Indian, like the country?
Yeah,
Indian?
the country. Yes, the country. She's from Indian descent, and her name is not her name. Like her name is not. I'm gonna play the video in a little bit. Her name's not her name. Just gonna put your. Then I'm gonna play a funny Mace video. I got a Mace video. Mace and Cameron may be, other than me and us, probably one of the funniest damn podcasts in the entire country right now. Like them two right there have a chemistry that is crazy. Like it doesn't make any sense. So I'm gonna play that to lighten things up. But the question is, see, y'all, this is the question. And Don Page answered. This is a relationship question. I don't want to hear about what other people have done. I want to hear about what is it that you yourself know you are horrible at in a relationship. What can't you do? What are you weak at? What are your weak points in a relationship? Or are you not courteous to other people's feelings? Are you insecure? Are you insecure? Are you selfish? Are you only focused on your needs? Or in a relationship? So I need to know you're weak. What you're weak at. So Don Page said, "I love hard." And Ali, what is the comedian's name? Well, I always mess Ali Sadiq. Ali Sadiq has a hilarious joke about that. He says when somebody says they love too hard, he says that's a red flag. He said, I gotta break up with you because loving too hard, that don't even sound right. That sound like you're gonna have me on cold case. Like that's what it sounds like. Oh, let's see if Sexy Mo's kicking in. All right, Sexy Mo's in the building. So that Sexy Mo's in the building. What up, sweetie? What's going on?
Good morning.
Oh, I've been working with this lady too much. I called you sweetie. This lady calls everybody sweetie at my job.
Oh, that's really old. That sounds like you ARP code.
Yeah, this lady calls everybody sweetie and baby, like to the point where I've gotten so numb to it because it used to annoy the hell. I'm not your sweetie, but I know she don't mean no harm. Like I know she's just being. And she's not a black lady. She's a white lady. She says, sweetie, baby. Hi, sweetie. Excuse me, sweetie. I'm behind you. So I'm walking behind you, sweetie. Sweetie, thank you for taking that box for me, sweetie. Sweetie. And she tells every customer, baby and sweetie. Sweetie and baby.
In her defense, I have started calling people honey and dear.
Where did that come from?
Thank you very much, dear.
Right.
Where did that
thank
come
you,
from?
honey.
I wonder if that's after a certain age that happens.
Yo, you lucky you my friend, Mo. B word, you ain't never called me neither one of those things ever in life. You've never called me one of them. You've never called me honey or dear.
I just noticed it in all of my text messages when I was looking for something. And you know how you start a letter off with dear? So I just typed in dear and practically everybody that I talked to, it came up. It said, thank you, dear.
Thank you, dear.
Sure,
that's
honey.
Nice, though. That's nice of you.
Oh, it's nice. It's not bad. It's nice. But if she ever hit me back with a text like, thank you, dear, I'd be like, I'd text her back. Like, I would literally text like, yo, who the fuck are you talking to? Like,
or who is this?
Yeah, who is it? You sure this text message was for me?
I gotta clean that up.
Okay. So before we get to allegedly, I'm gonna give you a few minutes to warm up. All right. So I set up the show in the beginning because I've been getting tons of sleep. The sleep is ridiculous. Like my sleep, thank God. My sleep is ridiculous. Like I'm sleeping so lovely. It doesn't make no sense.
Bless your heart.
So we got a bunch of video clips and everything like that. But the relationship question is, What is it in a relationship that you are poor at, that you know you need to improve in? What part of a relationship are you inconsiderate? Are you selfish? Are you insecure? Are you whatever it is? Because I see all these people on Instagram, right, and TikTok, always doing their rants about what they need and what you deserve and what you should have. Nobody gets on there and says what I need to improve on. Nobody ever gets on there and does their rant like, "Low, truth be told, I'm a selfish motherfucker." Nobody ever says I have to start learning how to think about somebody else's career, somebody else's feelings, somebody else's things that they would like to do and stuff like that. So I want you to think about what it is, because you're about to take the lunge. You about to dive into the deep end of the pool. And whatever you need to work on, I would think you would need to start working on it now. You can't work on it after the wedding. You can't work on it after the wedding.
Not after?
Yeah, why you call not after? Why you think guys call you babe? Just saying. What who? Ain't no guy ever called me babe. What are you talking about? I don't know what's going on with that one. All right, real shit, nigga, white chocolate. All right.
Oh, she's saying because you don't have to remember their names, they call you babe.
Oh, they call you babe. You don't have to remember their names. Got you.
That's a good one.
So I was trying to think last night. I was like, what? There's so much I need to work on in a relationship. There's so much shit I need to work on in a relationship. And here's one thing where I know this is why I'm not in a relationship. There was a man who came to the job and had 9 pairs of jeans that he had to return for his girl. Right?
Okay.
9 pairs, right? Now, for those who don't know, I'm not gonna get too deep into the UPS, but each jean had a separate QR code that that she sent an email to him, right?
Yeah.
So 9 pairs of jeans, 9 different, and he's got to match the QR codes to each particular jeans. Would all look the same, but they're not all the same.
They're not all the same.
They're not all the same. And this man sat there. He said, "Look, I apologize. This is the shit she has me do, and it's gonna take some time. So if you want me to," he said, "if you want me to step out the line, I'll step out the line, but I'm not quite organized yet." I said, "Really? There's not that many people here. I'll do the best I can to help you out. Take your time." Anyway, this turned into like a 25-minute process, right? And what she sent, she screwed up sending the emails. Like, she screwed up the QR code, right?
Okay.
So that took more time.
Honest mistake.
This man never got irritated. This man never got irritated. This man literally kept his cool.
That's a good man.
And actually called her and kept his voice on the level of my voice right now. There were no inflections in the voice. There were no words that said, there was no irritation. There was no nothing. And I looked at him and I was like, when we got done, I said, "That's a good fucking job, dog. That's a good job." and then I told him, I said, "You're a good man. Because would no woman ever have me do that shit ever in life? I would never. I would never.
Well,
ever.
Mike,
ever.
Your woman would know that you wouldn't have the patience to do that. So I don't think that she would task you with that.
But I had to think to myself.
Gotta know your man.
I had to think to myself, Mike, what is the big deal? I said, "What is it? Wow, she got him trained." Jeanette, that's what I thought in my mind, but I ain't say that because that's not fair to say she got him trained. It's fair to say that he's doing something nice, that he's being considerate, that she needed a favor to see how y'all black women test us? Got him trained. You see that?
All right.
Random Rick said, "I guess that pork chop was worth it." Absolutely. I guess it was. I guess it was. And she must have been tiny because the jeans were tiny. The jeans were super tiny. But then I realized
my man has stood in line for some Balmain for me when they did that H&M collaboration, and it was raining in Atlanta. The line was long. He never did it before.
Fuck out of here. He stood on
things to make your woman happy.
He stood online to do what? What was he getting?
He was so when H&M had this collaboration with Balmain, the clothing line, right? And it was like, literally, it sold out in hours everywhere. But he stood in line as soon as the doors opened, and he stood in line for him. He was like, "I'm in line."
Woo! Shout
and then
out!
When he got in there, he was like, "All they got is these 2 shirts left," and he showed them to me on FaceTime, and I was like, "I don't want neither." So he walked away with
hell
empty-handed.
no.
What type of
He
pork
did
chop?
all of that. He did all of that, and he walked away empty-handed. But he never like showed it like he was mad. He was like, "Dang, I really wish I could have got you what you wanted," But it was like the fact that he stood in line in the
How long were
rain.
how long were y'all together at that point?
Oh,
They
like
had
a
met.
little
They had
over a
met the day
year.
before. They had met the day before.
No,
They
like
had
a
met
little,
the-
like a little over, not even a year. It wasn't a year.
Yo, first of all, applaud
Yeah.
that
Oh
man
no.
for doing that. God bless him. But let's applaud Sexy Mo's pork chop because that has to be that pork chop must be lethal.
This is no pork shop zone. This is like steak. We don't do the other white meat.
That must be veal. Let me see.
Yeah, 'cause I don't know. I think if y'all was like 2 or
Like
3
lamb
years in
chop.
that, he'd have probably been on some other attitude type stuff.
No,
Oh no,
he's
I would have been on.
still.
I would have been on fire. I would have been on fire.
Hell
I
yeah,
am the
like what? You don't
one.
want this shit? Oh nah, you
No,
gonna get it.
I am
You
the
gonna
one
wear
with
it.
the fiery mouth. So you just asked. I'm the one with the fiery mouth. He's very, very even kill, except with other people. But like with me, he's very like calm. He don't curse at me, even when he get mad. Even when I be like, I know he probably called me a whole bunch of bitches in his mind, but he never curses at me. He doesn't, so yeah, no.
Yeah.
That is a
Sounds
beautiful
like
thing.
sounds
Not
like a
cursing
good
at
dude,
you.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
you know
but
something?
I curse. I curse.
Oh, so that's something you got to work on. So that's something you
Absolutely.
got to
That's the
work on.
thing.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. We've had a breakthrough. That's something you
That's
have
the
to
thing. I'm so bad at it because this mouth, I got my grandmother's mouth. God rest her soul. She cussed like a sailor, like 5 sailors.
And
So yeah.
And I'll tell you, Mo, why that's really, really disturbing. I'll tell you why it's really disturbing. Some people curse because they have a limited vocabulary and don't know how to express themselves without cursing. You, on the other
You
hand,
know how to
have
talk.
an extensive vocabulary, which means you have no excuse because you could literally curse somebody out without using a curse. So
I
yes,
can, and I do, but it's very, very difficult when I'm with my man and something happens and them F-bombs be flying. What the F?
Yep.
And
At him, you say them at him or
so if we're in a heated disagreement and I'm cursing during the heated disagreement, I don't call him out his name. We won't do that around here. But if we're talking and we going at it, 9 times out of 10 I've cursed, and he will pause and be like, "Why you gotta curse at me?"
Yo.
I'm like, "I'm not calling you out your name. I'm just cursing because I'm mad."
and is that cool with you? Like,
No,
'cause
it's
I know
not.
some ladies would be
No,
like,
it's not.
no, I
I have
mean
been
with
working
with
on
his
it.
with his attitude, like being so calm. Is that
No, it's not. But
It's irritating. Say it. It's irritating when we argue with somebody.
It used to bother me. It used to bother me real bad. Like, you focused on the wrong thing. So what if I cuss? Like, you focused on the wrong thing. Like, you supposed to be focused on what we having a disagreement about. But
Facts.
But
Uh-huh.
because I know that it really bothers him when I curse when we're having a disagreement. Like when I'm cursing, I have learned to like work on myself, not to use those words when we're when we having a disagreement. Monique, you can't talk like that. So yes, I had to really like work at it.
Listen, two
Because
things about him.
it's something that's displeasurable to him. And when you in a relationship, you try to work on those things so that you're not,
Right. And 2 things about him. Number one, he should teach. Number one, he should go across the country teaching a class. Number one, he should literally do inspirational speaking or whatever and go out and teach us how he does that. Because once a woman curses at me, once she curses at me, she is open to Pandora's box for me to lash out with every bitch, hoe, stupid bitch, dumb bitch.
Well, no, I don't call him out his name. I've never done that. But the disrespect is if I know that he doesn't like to be cussed at, or if we're arguing and he doesn't like the fact that I'm cursing, that is disrespectful to your mate because you know that that's a problem for them, and vice versa.
Yeah, because I've grown up watching arguments and the height of art. There's never been an argument spoken at this level. I've never seen a couple when I grew up speak like this and talk to each other back and forth and discuss and have a dialogue. So when I argue, and this shit happened with Stacey, and I've said this joke a long time, the first thing she'll say is, "Why do you have to raise your voice?" And the first thing I start thinking in my mind is this bitch is trying to win this argument on a technicality. That's I said, that's what you trying to do. That is what you trying to do. And I have to work on that. Because I feel like I'm being, when a woman curses at me, I feel like you are challenging me now. Like you
That's
now,
what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to get to. Like with your man, like he didn't feel like that. Mo, like
that I'm challenging him when I curse.
Or do you think he's too relaxed? Like, don't you say something like say something back?
So no, I just realized, I mean, even as a therapist, I realized that everybody has like these triggers, right? Everybody has a trigger. And I think that cursing at someone when they find it displeasurable, no matter what it is, if you do something that makes somebody feel uneasy or uncomfortable, like you gotta do a double take. And I don't think that it's such a concession for me to fix my mouth when I get angry. And I mean, we do it at work. You don't cuss out your boss, right?
Facts.
You do it at work when you talking to somebody and you're having a disagreement or argument at work. You may not cuss out your coworker. You might cuss them out in a professional way, but you're not going to use that type of language. So for me, I had to do a self-reflection and say, you wouldn't do that there. So why are you doing it to somebody who you love and you care about if they're saying it bothers them?
That calmness would scare the hell out of me, though.
No, I mean,
I'm like, yo, one day he gonna be like, yo, I told you stop fucking cursing at me, you know?
No, he'll stop a whole doggone argument like, yo, so you just gonna cuss at me?
No,
what we mad about? He's like, nah, like, but you just gonna cuss at me? And I had to recognize that, like, that is something that is, he don't like it. It's triggering. Just like I have triggers, there are things that trigger me that he know if he do, it's gonna set it off in here. Okay?
All right. Stacey Mitchell said, "Yep, my Pisces. I guess my husband's a Pisces. Does that yelling too? I don't start the yelling. I'm a Pisces. I don't start the yelling. But I don't know if it's my insecurities or because I look at a woman. See, this is gonna sound really bad. What I'm about. This is gonna sound really, really bad. But it's gonna sound good. I mean it to sound good, but it's gonna sound really, really bad. I look at somebody I'm in a relationship as an equal. I don't look at, so when I mean equal, I don't look at them as this is a woman, this is your lady, and you're supposed to, you know, there's certain things you got to eat, pause, not that, but some things, you know, they say you're supposed to be like, all right.
Be nice.
I got you. I understand. That's the way I should be. All right, relax. Let's take our time. Let's slow it down. But I look at it as an equal situation. So if you want this problem, that's how that's what that, and this is what I got to work on. This switch kicks on and says, "Oh, you want this problem? You really think that you can do this with me? You don't understand. I have no rules. Since you want to start cursing at people, I'll bring up a miscarriage. I don't care. Like that. I will go and listen. This is what I got to work on. This is what I got to work on.
That's the gutter fighting.
I'm bringing everything. The minute you say motherfucker or I can't believe you're dumbass, you say I can't believe you're dumbass. We have now gone from 0 to 1 trillion.
Gloves is off. Huh?
It's off, you fat bitch. This is where I'm going. This. I'm not like we've lost all.
Feel attacked.
No, we've lost. No, I swear. This is why I'm not in a relationship, because I have to work on this to understand what is this argument really about. What is this dialogue really? What is she really upset about? But I can't, because I don't look at you as my lady at that point. I look at you like, okay, you don't cross the line. I guess you think I'm a bitch ass and you think you're going to be able to say whatever you want to me. Oh, okay. So now
see why you need to smoke some weed, Mike.
Oh man, what?
After all of that, after all her yelling and everything, just go outside and just come back in the house. And
once I get off these papers, once I get off these papers, once I get up, me and Mike have the same thoughts about relationships. That's crazy, and I gotta work on that because I realize at the end of it,
think.
yeah, I realized at the end of it, this was not worth it. Like it
Right.
wasn't worth for me to say it. Because
Right.
once you say it, you can't take it
You
back.
cannot take it back. And I promise you with everything I love, if my man was like, you fat B, like it would be slow singing and flower bringing. Okay. Okay. Don't ever call me no B. Like it is on.
Hold
It's
up.
on.
Don Page just shared with us. He said, I've learned through therapy not to argue anymore. Congratulations, Don Page.
So Don Page, yes, that is great. And as a therapist, I would say kudos to you.
As she curses out her man after she takes care of you.
Right.
After she tells you what to do, then she goes out and curses out her man. Real quick,
it's funny. Yeah, that's funny because I do talk about healthy art, like healthy arguments, but yet I do need work myself in that department.
Stacy Mitchell says I'm guilty, and that's exactly the way it goes down. Dog, and I know I watch people's demeanor, and I realize, and I love my parents. My parents did a great job. But they're from a different generation. They're from not my mom, but my dad's from a different generation. To express yourself is to raise your voice. If your point needs to be made clear, you don't clarify the point. You just raise your tone with the point. And for some reason, that is supposed to make the person understand. It doesn't make the person understand. It just makes the person put their walls up. That's all it does for you to explain. But that is something. All right, C-Chum, before we get to allegedly, you sitting up here, Mr. Calm, cool, collector. Everything's good. All I got to do is smoke some weed and everything's going to be fine. All right, what is your point in your relationship? What do you got to work on? What do you got to work on in a relationship?
I think it was the first thing you said, being too selfish with time, and I'm probably too calm too. I don't do the arguing, all of that type stuff. And they say that type of shit back to me. Well, you're just gonna sit there and act like that. Like, I'm like, well, what do you want me to do? Like,
that is the worst ever.
But you know why? You know why that is though, right, T-Chung? Because they're used to dealing with men who are reactionary in that way. So when you're acting totally opposite from what they're used to, it's like they equate that to you either don't care, you're disinterested, you're not tuned in with them. So that is where that comes from. But that is a reaction. Your non-reaction is actually a reaction. But most people don't identify that in the argument, especially women. They're gonna be like, so you just gonna sit there and not say nothing?
Right. Wow. And that's what I used to get. And then well, you're selfish with your feelings because you're not showing no emotion. And I'm like, no, this is my emotion.
But that is an emotion.
This is everything I got. This is all I got right here.
Calm, you know what I mean? Calmness is an emotion,
This is all I got.
No, Random Rick, that is not true. Random Rick just said you just need to tell the person to calm down. Works every time. No, it does not. Have you ever told a black woman to calm down when she going off on you? Try it. Try it.
That sets off a whole nother argument because you'll say, you just need to calm down, and she'll be like, "That's exactly what the fuck I'm talking about." You always think you know what's good for me. You always think you know if I do what you tell me to do, then that's good for me. Well, that's not good for me, Michael. Yeah. I just had a flashback.
Calm down is the word.
Listen, those are like, don't say that.
Just had a flash.
I learned calm down is like calling her a B word.
I used to black out when someone starts screaming at me. Childhood trauma, Don Page. Real talk.
Childhood trauma. That's why I was talking about triggers earlier, Don Page, because there are things that may not be triggering to you, but it may be triggering to somebody else. And when you're in a relationship, you really definitely have to hone in on what your mate's triggers are. Nikki, please say it again for those in the back who don't understand.
But wait a second. Before we even speak on Nikki, there ain't too much that won't take you from calm to 1,000. Okay, there's really not too much that won't turn you all the way up. Like, come on, Nikki. Like, I get it, but Don Page, I used to. All right, what was another one? Calm down, and Random Brick here to calm down. Okay. What was I gonna say? We was gonna do that. I was talking about that. I was like, but then ironically, I realized, if you make me, you can take me into your zone as quickly as you can take me into your zone with raising your voice. I also was sort of involved with this person who was calm, relaxed, and even when they were upset, they really just wanted. They would say, "Can we just sit down and talk?" Right? Some shit I had never heard before. I had never nobody had ever told me, "Can we just sit?" Normally, that's the setup for "Can we sit down and talk?" and then I can curse your ass out on all the bullshit you did. She didn't. And then I got accustomed to it. Now I did screw that relationship up, but that's beside the point. But I got accustomed. I got accustomed to it, and I was like, "This is kind of nice." I said, "For real." She's like, is there something that I can do? I've already explained myself, and then I had to think about it. I said, "Give me a minute," because I've never expressed myself like this.
Right.
I said, I almost need to write this shit down and then come back to you and bring a little shit. We'll take it. We can leave it right here. That's another thing that I can't do. That whole, we can leave it right here. We don't have to take this any further right now. Like,
you
this
have
is not
to.
you
You gotta learn that.
No, I say we started. When I watched the game, when I watched the Giant Eagle game and things are going bad, they don't stop the game in the second quarter. Say, "Yo, come back tomorrow and we'll finish the game. We'll finish the game tomorrow." I'm like, no, we're not coming back tomorrow.
We gonna finish this right now.
Here. I know this is bad.
It's like Thanksgiving dinner. Sometimes you gotta eat a little bit and then take a break and then go back. And yes, like you can't do all of that in one sitting sometimes, depending on what the topic is, depending on what the argument is. You gotta
because then that leads to stuff you regret saying.
All day. Dog, I have every relationship, like I can literally, unless I was intoxicated, can tell you how the argument that ended every relationship. The relationship didn't end there, but I know that argument was what took it. That argument was what put all the words and all the shit I said, dumb bitch and fat bitch and all that shit. And I didn't mean it. I didn't think she was fat. I didn't think she was fat. I didn't even think
she was. It was gonna hurt them feelings.
Yeah, I knew she was like, she was going to the gym. Okay. I knew she was trying to eat right, but I knew she probably had a bottle of water next to her when I said that. Like she was trying to get her water on. And that was my bad. RG Parker said, "That's me all day. I'm not doing all the yelling and screaming and cursing. My parents did that." No, see, but that's the case. Just like having alcoholic parents. You either don't drink at all, or you wind up drinking the way they drink. You either like, "Nah, I don't want anything to do with that." So, I thought that was interesting. We'll get back to that. We'll see if Jay Black, if he comes on, will admit to anything that he has to work on. We'll see if Jay Black.
He's a Virgo like me, so it's very difficult for us to do these assessments. I just have this little advantage because I'm a therapist and I constantly do self-reflection. But it's very difficult for Virgos to say that they're beyond anything outside of ain't nothing wrong with me.
So how far into the argument do you stop cursing at him though?
So let me say this. I'm not yelling, I'm not screaming. I just curse.
So you're calm when you're saying fuck and all, part of my language,
Yeah,
you ain't gotta say part of your language now. We here.
What type of bullshit is this? And he and right then and there, yo, why you gotta cuss at me? And let me be very clear. He's from Baltimore. So of course, people from Baltimore, he talks a certain way. And so it took a little I had to get used to it. He's never called me a dummy and not like that. Like none of the Baltimore slangs. But it was like a tone. He had like some people from Baltimore, they got a little tone. And I'm like, yo, boy, I can't when you say yo to me, my guards go up because I'm like,
yeah,
what's about to come out your mouth?
Yeah, because
took us a little time to.
You done had some ain't shit relationships. That's why you've been with some ain't shit people.
There it is, and so that's why this mouth is wired the way it is, and I had to deprogram it. All
right,
I had to talk a little. I had to talk rough with. I had to tussle a little bit verbally. In my past, and so with him, I don't have to tussle like that.
Damn.
So
Oh, girl said I'll never date a Virgo again.
I had to reprogram this mouth.
Shit. Oh, Jeanette said my mom is a Virgo. I understand. Damn, the Virgos. I never. It seems like such an innocent word. Like Virgo doesn't sound like Leo. Sounds like a problem.
It's a
Like-
curse word to some people, you know.
Virgo. Shit. All right, Mo. I can't find your regular intro. I'm hoping this is it, but it just gonna have to do for now because Jay
You're
Black.
gonna be in trouble.
I
I
don't
don't
know.
to take it
No,
out.
I don't know what Jay Black does. Jay Black does shit. I'm gonna organize all this today. There's certain things I'm taking out and keeping in because I'm learning how to freak this now. So all right, let me see if this is it.
Allegedly, sexy mode.
All righty, I done did it. I done did it.
Got it right on the first try. You
All right,
got
Jay.
it right.
Nice.
Hercules.
All right, Jay Black edited that out. He took it out. So shout to Jay Black. I slandered you for a second, but shout to you. You did that. Okay. All right. Go ahead, Mo. What you got?
Of course he did.
you got?
So Michael Shawn, C. Chung, this is the week that people are getting arrested. They getting sentenced. They getting locked up. They doing plea deals. Your man YF and Lucy. So a lot of them have been on trial right now. And of course, he's been hit with a 20-year sentence after he pled guilty.
Mhm.
So people are like, damn, 20 years. Well, he pled guilty to one count of violation of the Street Gang Terrorism and Prevention Act. That's why y'all need to, be careful. Happy birthday, Amani.
Yeah, I'm gonna put the I'm gonna put the Cash App up in a minute. I'm gonna put the Cash App up in a minute.
Happy
Y'all.
birthday.
Go ahead, Mo.
So things like that, the RICO Acts, those are things in law that hold heavy jail terms. Because and you have to be careful about what you do in these streets and have a name attached to you. So if they think that you're a gang or an organized crime organization, you're going to be hit with RICOs and you're going to be hit with organized gang and terrorism act. So he accepted 10 years basically in prison, followed by another 10 years of probation, which you might as well say that's we saw from Meek Mills. That's still a sentence in itself. So basically they're going to backdate and give him the time served because he's been in jail since 2021. As well as a letter to pretty much pardon, sent out to the Pardon and Parole Board to, ask for his early release, which they didn't object to.
Yeah, he
So
only got
basically
literally 3.5 months.
3.5 months is what he's going to actually spend in jail on that 10-year jail sentence / 10-year additional probation period.
That 10-year probation is where they catch your ass.
No, 10-year probation.
Yeah, so probation is where it's going to be the difficult thing.
I don't know if I could do
that. Is going to be difficult for the next 10 years for him to be the type of artist that he is, which means also he's not supposed to really mingle.
You can't mingle.
Convicted felons.
You
can't smoke. Can't drink. Can't do any of these things that he's pretty much going to have to live a straight and narrow traveling. Even those are parole violations, traveling and doing these tours, doing these club dates. It's going to be a very difficult navigation. Hopefully, he'll take a page out of Meek Mill's book, because Meek Mill stayed getting violated for the craziest things that we look at like, well, it wasn't that bad. Like, that was so simple, but they can pretty much violate you for any little infraction.
You have to change. He has to change. This might be a blessing in disguise. You have to change your entire life in real life. Everything has to change. The people you hang with, you can't hang with. Anybody who's a felon, you can't be around. You can't be around anybody owning a gun. You can't. Listen, security has to be official security has to be somebody that you pay for through a company to actually secure you. You have to change your entire life.
Yeah.
The 10 years is basically they're saying there's no way we believe that you will not violate your probation or parole or whatever they're going to call it. There's no way.
You damn near have to wrap yourself up in a bubble and stay in the house.
Yep.
And I know it sounds dramatic, but that's pretty much.
That's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, you get pulled over with somebody who got weed on them, right?
Nope.
You hanging out with your friends or your family members, and They like, what? This legal, even though it's not illegal in Georgia, but this ain't nothing. That can violate you because you were in the vehicle with them. No, marijuana is not legal in Georgia. Not
No,
yet.
not
That
yet.
Not yet.
It's supposed to be on the
so
next ballot. But you
that
want to
is
know something crazy?
set up. Wow.
Anytime you go anywhere out here, I haven't been to one state where I've smelled weed as much as I do here. Like even at workplaces, like I'm like, damn, you just come in here like that? Like
Yeah, the clubs, everything. Yeah, everything, everywhere.
even in
Yeah.
the neighborhood, if I'm like walking
Yeah.
in the neighborhood to go collect mail, I'm like, damn,
Oh wow.
like
Sparking it up like that.
No, it's a but who was the dude I wanted to know that they showed on video? He was on Instagram that they were asking him if old dude was a gang member. He was like, yep. And then they were like, and then they
oh,
asked him what
that's Slug.
he was.
YS, that's
Yep.
Young Thug's
Yeah.
the guy
Oh, that was the Young
Yeah.
Thug thing. That was the Young Thug,
yeah,
right?
that's the Young
Yeah.
Thug trial. Yeah.
No, dude
So-
didn't even say yes. He was just like this. Yep. You know how ignorant it is when you go, yep.
Yeah.
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 But
Yep.
he's freaking it though. He's definitely freaking it. He's throwing the whole prosecutor them off. Like he's the way he's answering, you could tell his lawyer from Thug side, because everybody was worried, like, damn, how
They
you
prep.
going against Thug
They
like that?
prep.
But
Yeah. No,
he's
they
throwing
prep.
them off with answers. He's sitting there for like
Mhm.
almost 10 minutes sometimes thinking about it, and
Yeah.
like,
They prep.
Oh, the
Well,
pressure.
Lucci actually, prior to the sentence reading, he apologized to the victim's family, as well as to his friends and his loved ones. So he showed a sign of remorse, which probably helped him for that letter that went out to the parole board on his behalf. So on the other side of that, of course, Young Thug's trial is about to reconvene and still going on. And so he has made it very, very clear. His attorneys have made very clear as well that he will not be testifying in Young Thug's trial, because everybody's like, okay, his stuff is over. Like, now is he going to testify? He's made it very clear all throughout this whole process.
Who?
So Lucci is not going to testify in Young Thug's trial. So
their
he's made it
cases
very
are
clear.
actually mirroring each other. Like Lucci's
yes.
case is from Thug's stuff, and Thug's case is from killing Lucci's.
But YSL,
we got something
YSL,
in common.
that's a RICO. That is a RICO
Right.
case. So it's a different charge. It's a RICO case. But again, of course, RICOs, like I explained earlier, those also carry football number years. If you remember back in the 80s, in the late 80s, while people was getting 20, 30, 40 years on small time drug convictions, they were just throwing the book at them because they were using the RICO Act against minorities, something that was really reserved for like mobsters, people who were in mobs. And they
organizational crime.
Yes, organizational crime. So when you had JBMs, you had every major city had their major players, Eport Posse, things like that out here in New Jersey. Those are the things that they were talking about. Okay, let's throw the RICO, charge them with a RICO Act, because that's where you can get the largest amount of numbers.
Meech, that's what Meech got hit with.
Yeah, BMF. Yep. So you're not getting, but then it also captures all of the like murders, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you did a murder, it heightens it because it goes into the whole murder in the commission. Commission of a RICO Act or associated with and they would just throw it all in together, and you would get those high number of years.
All right, go to the next story. I'm on papers. I feel like I'm violating just talking about this. Go ahead, just move on.
So we're definitely
too much crime. It's too much.
We're gonna. I told you this was the week of people getting locked up.
Oh, that means more crime. That means more crime. I don't want any more crime. No more crime. No
locked up.
Please.
What do you want me to say? What do you want me to say?
It's too much. Just give me a good old fashioned. He cheated on his wife story. Give me something. Give me goodness gracious. It's too much, people. It's too much. I hope, do you ever think drug dealing will be unfashionable? Do you ever think there's a point where there'll be a point where it won't be a fashionable thing? Like it'll be back to, if you're a drug dealer, people look differently at you, because we admire them now.
It's going federal though, so I don't think eventually it's gonna all phase out in the whole United States, you know,
Mm-mm.
No, I
because
mean
they even got
just in hip hop. Like, do you ever think there's gonna be a time where people are gonna realize that this is a dead end situation? That there's only gonna be one Jay-Z who made it out and became a billionaire and made it to the White House? Like, the odds are stacked that at some point you're gonna do a lengthy term in prison. That you're gonna spend a
Right.
majority of your life in prison, or you're gonna get killed. Like, I'm just throwing it out there. Is there ever gonna be a time where we're gonna be like, dog, you're stupid? Like, do we ever tell somebody when they say, when we know what they're doing, that is there gonna be a time where like, you're really stupid for doing this, dog, and I don't need to be around you because I'm not getting caught up in this? Because that would be the common sense thing to do.
right.
Is to
I
not
mean,
is to not socialize. Like, dog, from a distance, we're still cool, but I can't be around you
yeah.
because if I get caught with you, I'm part of it. Even if I'm just giving you a damn ride to your Bentley, if I get caught out there with you, I'm done. Like, I just
You
That's
know
one
a
why I
hard
don't
person.
think
one.
though?
It's
Yeah,
a
because
hard one.
the money attached to it is always going to be big money. So
It's a
I
hard
don't
one.
think it's
Yeah.
always. I don't think you're gonna look at, especially if somebody's sitting there making millions of dollars a day. You know, you ain't gonna be like, "Oh, you stupid." You're
Yeah.
gonna
All
be
right, let
like,
me.
"Shit,
It's a
you need a
hard one,
ride?"
and I'll say this: it's a
All
hard
right.
one because I know, right, Don Page. It's a hard one because I would say this. Mike, if you became a drug kingpin today or tomorrow, I wouldn't stop
Hey,
being your friend,
hey,
Hell
right?
no.
I'm
hey,
sorry. Let me
hey.
put that on C Money. C
Hey,
Chung,
I'll take it.
if you became a drug kingpin, and I'm not
What
talking
are we doing
about you
here?
on the corner and you making just $200 or $300 a day. I'm talking about if you actually became a drug kingpin and you were the plug, right? I wouldn't stop being your friend. I don't think that I think that people don't look at it that way. You don't say, okay, C is into some major stuff. Well, I never seen C touch no drugs. I never seen him out in the corner selling nothing. So that fear of
I just
being
know he has a
behind
Bentley and no
something,
job. I just know he has a Bentley and no job.
But see, that's what I mean. You would reap the benefits from being my friend also, because shit,
no,
we'd have a studio. We'd all be together. You know what I mean? Like,
we were in the
shit,
studio.
I'd fund the whole Michael Shawn show. You know what I mean? So,
That.
what you
We
gonna
going on
say?
tour. We
You
going on
know,
tour. I'm just
exactly.
gonna say, yo, it's dope.
we
I mean,
got we got
I
tour buses. You know what I mean? Shit.
right? Tour
We
buses
all
and
got
bitches.
we all got Yeti microphones, and we all got green
We got
screen
gold Yeti
backgrounds.
microphones. Yes.
Right, shit.
So
It's
I
always a
think,
good
and then
thing.
But
also
see,
people.
that's how you get. But that's how you get sucked in and you turn into Irv
Into
Gotti.
the Rico
See
into the
that?
Rico case.
Yeah, and next thing you know, you got to spend millions of dollars to try and get out just because I'm doing a podcast that C Chung happens to be funding.
We
Now,
all conspiracy charges off of C Chung.
now my
Right.
life's in jeopardy.
Conspiracy. We your co-conspirators.
No, take that out the universe. Take that out. We are funded by nobody. Take that shit out the universe.
But people always look, if you aren't in that life and people look at, people who sell drugs like, that's dumb. I can't believe you do that. But I'll say this, even not glamorizing it. I know people who did it because that's all they knew how to do. That's all they knew growing up, their environment. And people say it's an excuse, but I've seen it up close and personal, and I understand the mentality of it. Not for everybody, not for people who were born with a silver spoon in their mouth and they just decide, you know what, it look cool, I'm gonna go do this.
Right.
They're gonna make some money. I'm not talking about those type of people. I'm talking about people who, especially going back to the 80s, early 90s,
Coming out
during
of
the
the
crack
trenches.
epidemic, coming out of the trenches. I understand the mindset of why people repetitively did that. I get it.
I gotta push back on that.
Yeah.
I gotta push back on that. Because that whole shit, I don't know anything else to do. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. You just don't. You just no. Let me finish. Let me finish. There are people who have come to this country who can't speak the fucking language. Who actually formulated a plan and had to work bullshit jobs. What you don't want to do is you don't want to work the 2 or 3 bullshit jobs. That's what you don't want to do.
No, I think that when you're
and let's be clear. Let's be clear. Nobody comes out the womb knowing how to sell drugs. You still have to learn and you still have to research, and it's a hard job to find out. You still have to learn the rules of the game. You still have to get a plug. That plug has to have a plug, and you have to know this stuff, and you have to research it. The hours, what it is that it's a fastest way to make that money and change your life.
That's if you're equipped with those tools. If you're in certain environments and you're not equipped with all of those, those reasonings and rationales you just gave, if you're not equipped with those tools, it's very easy for a young man or woman to become impressionable and sucked in at 10, 12, 13 years old to being a corner boy or a runner
and
for
they got to
someone.
take care of the family. If you look at
taking
Pablo
care of your
Escobar
family.
and all them dudes, you know why they did that? Because their family was struggling. They didn't have food on the table every night, and jobs wasn't hiring for them. And we talking about Pablo Escobar and them.
And he turned into a vicious murderer. So I'm not going to go down this road with y'all because I know too many people who came here. My grandfather became a millionaire. He couldn't speak the language. He went to he left school in the 3rd grade. He became a janitor for a building. Then he became a janitor for 3 buildings. He was a merchant marine. Then he said, wait.
Go ahead.
Still.
No, I'm fine. Go ahead.
Then he found out about this thing called CDs in the bank, back when CDs in the bank really meant something.
Right.
And then he started investing in that because just like a drug dealer, he had a knack to hustle. That hustler mentality that you have can be used for a multitude of things. It's just that we have been trained from the past, from watching the dudes in Harlem, watching the Paid in Fulls, the Pablo Escobars, to go like, oh shit, that's like the Powerball. I can make that happen. That skill set that you have to be a successful drug dealer is an intellect that you have that can be used to anything. You
to run a company, everything. Yeah,
exactly. This is what I'm saying here. So this excuse has to be done, because the reason why I'm saying it has to be done is because if it's not done, if we don't allow this, just going to be hundreds and thousands of more people living their lives in prison and more people dying. That's all I'm saying. That's why I'm saying at some point there has to be a strong line where we go like, dog, this is not the thing that needs to happen anymore. And then the I hate to sound like the cliche, then the ultimate people that get destroyed are the people in your same block. So really, with this superhero thing that we look at people as heroes, Pablo Escobar is despised in his country. They'll do the movie and be like, he helped so many people. He also blew up a plane with innocent people in it. Like we forget to bring all.
But he didn't mean to do that though.
No, he meant to do it.
That comes with the game.
No, he didn't mean to do it. See, you don't shut your ass up.
Well, I'm not talking about the Pablo Escobars of the world. I'm certainly not on here promoting going out and selling drugs. All I'm saying is that I can understand why some youth would make that decision because they aren't equipped with that form of reasoning that you just gave.
How much history do you have to see that this is going to be? This is what I'm saying.
And I'm not talking about the youth of today. I'm talking about the 80s and the 90s. I understand. I can understand why some people went that route.
Once you get a few $1 million, you have to get out the game, or you're going to be dead in jail. Jeanette said,
"Well, a lot of times it's not that easy.
Addictive. Hell yeah, that becomes addictive.
Even if it's not addictive, even if you feel like you have enough money, there are certain obligations you have when you are making that type of money to your connects. They're not just going to say, "Oh, okay, you made, you got 10 million stacked away, you got 2 million stacked away. You could walk away from the game." Sure, doesn't work that way.
No, but that's the thing. It can work that way, but now your identity is based on this. Your celebrity is based on this. You are now a celebrity because everybody knows, which is the dumbest thing, because if everybody knows, guess who else is going to know? But you're now a celebrity, so your identity is based on I can't just fall back. It's like being an NBA player. You can't handle not being in the spotlight. You can't handle not being there. I don't know what Billy J. Edwards is saying, but he said, I always thought Sexy Mo used to be the plug. She looks like she was. My man Craig said, I have to come up through the ranks. Exactly. Randall Rick said, immigrants don't listen to rap music. My facts. But I don't, you can't prove that immigrants don't listen to rap music, Rick. You can't prove.
And then there's also a different mindset to that, which again goes back to environmental and things like that. But
Yeah, because
You
El
know,
Chapo was a good dude. He only killed people that was
I'm gonna fuck you
involved in the
only
up.
drug
I'm gonna fuck
he
you
trade.
up.
only killed people when
That's
That
a
was
damn
involved
lie.
in the drug trade. He didn't
That
go
is a
down the street
lie.
just
That is
killing
a
innocent
how do
lie.
you
people.
say? How do
That
you
Y'all
is
ain't
a
say
watch the
that?
El
lie.
Chapo? It's
That
on
is a
Netflix.
lie.
Go
That
watch
is
Narcos.
there is no kingpin who has
That
never
is
not
funny.
killed somebody that wasn't in the drug game. Because let's say you want to punish somebody who you're trying to punish that's in the drug game. What do? You kill one of their family members. Listen,
But that's what I mean, though. That person is
but the
in the
family
drug
member
game.
ain't have nothing to do with it. What are you
But
talking about? See, the family
no,
member
but
didn't have nothing to do with it.
it's tied. It's degrees of separation there.
But
Like.
Oh man.
the family don't even know. All right, go ahead to the
But
next story. 'Cause
your
I got
cousin is in it. So
Jesus, jeez, oh my God,
you
please,
gotta
y'all
eat
Oh,
don't.
that
that's
bullet.
funny.
Oh no, don't.
Speaking of prison, Michael Shawn, this is my last one. This is my last locked up story. Of course, you know Kodak Black is still locked up. And he's fighting to have the whole entire case
Yes.
thrown out. Well, yeah, he's been behind bars since
Dumbass
for
is
the
back
last
like
month,
that.
I believe.
Oh,
He's been
Mhm.
locked up for the last month. And so, you know, of course, the cops claim that they found drugs, illegal drugs on him. But the legal team is now saying that the drugs have been tested. Okay. And that there's something, it alleged that he had oxy on him, right? On December 7th.
people still do oxy.
He's,
Wow, yeah, they still doing oxy. There was a lot of people in rehab
I
with me
mean,
that
I
was
pop,
hooked
I
on
pop
oxy.
two every 3 weeks, but I mean,
It was
I got a
hooked on oxy.
prescription.
Wow.
I don't even know why people even will want to use them for recreational purposes anyway. It gives me the headache of life. So I don't even know how y'all take these just to party.
Wow.
But during the arrest, the officers claimed that when they found him, he was asleep behind the wheel of a parked car.
That's never good. That's never good.
Never good, you know.
But it was
So
parked. It was parked. I never
Yes.
understood why they got to bother you when it's parked. Like I never got.
I think that
go ahead.
that's the safest thing, but of course it's against the law because they still consider that operating a motor vehicle, right? So they say they discovered him with powder, white powder around his mouth,
Well, that's not good.
and alleged that he was trying to hide it from the cops.
Powder around the mouth. That's not good.
So they tested it
Right.
on the spot and alleged that it came back positive for cocaine.
Oh,
Around the mouth, though? What was he doing with coke around the mouth?
Listen, I only report the news, people.
Like,
Because I had the
hell,
same
you
questions.
eat
See,
it?
Chuck, I had the same questions. I was like, so what was he eating? Like,
Was
what?
unless you
Was
got
his mouth just crusty because he was slobbing? Like,
unless you got donuts in the passenger seat, there's never
Right.
good to have.
That's
Yeah,
what
unless
I'm
you got
saying.
donuts, you got some powdered donuts. Unless you got donuts, that just don't work. That's not good. That's not good. I didn't even know that the young man was in jail. Damn, that's horrible.
yeah. So he went to they locked him up, charged him with possession, evidence tampering because they said that he tried to hide it, and a traffic violation, which is the fact that he was in the driver's seat.
Yeah.
When they're saying that he was under the influence. So of course, this put him in violation of his current parole
Of
or
course.
Probation. Remember, like we see in this trend,
Mm.
it violated his probation, so he ended up getting they kept him. They didn't,
I know Trump got to be pissed off.
get right.
Oh, that's his dude.
He paroled him or whatever it's called.
Damn, you got the
So-
president to rock for you. Damn.
And then
So
you go back to jail.
And you go back and fuck it up again.
right.
And Donald-
So basically,
And Donald Trump is in no position to help you right now.
yeah, not right now.
Right.
He can't do nothing for you right now. But the crazy thing is they've since tested it, and I'm like, how long does it take for a lab to come back? This happened December 7th. We going into February in a blink of an eye. How long does it take to actually test drugs? So the lab actually went and tested it, and they said that it was an opioid. It was Percocet.
Right.
Now Kodak Black has an actual prescription for the Percocet. So they said they want to throw out. They want to throw out the conviction.
That's
They
why
want to throw it out.
That's
they want to
why
throw
he
it.
had the stuff around his mouth because you can open them up and you can sniff them, or you can that's right. Yeah,
You can snort it, but I mean that
a lot of kids tell me
What
about
they chew up the pill.
They can. They can. It's
Mm.
I
faster.
know that's gotta taste
Well, when
nasty.
you put it when you put anything sublingual, it goes into it doesn't have
Go into the
the same
bloodstream.
breakdown process.
When you put
That
what?
go
Sub what? What the fuck did you just say?
sublingual means up under your tongue. So
All
any
right, go
medicine
get
that
it,
goes
Mo.
up
Go
under your
get it.
tongue, it goes into your bloodstream faster.
Bloodstream
It's
faster, yeah.
faster reacting. The same as enema. I don't mean to
All
freak
right,
out or nothing.
we don't need
Yeah,
the
But
yeah,
no,
yeah.
that is something that they're
Yo.
doing as well, because they do have Tylenol in the form of an enema, and it actually works faster
Next
in the
time I
hospital. So
next
they
time I
do take these drugs and
uh-huh.
put them in weird
Oh,
places
no.
Next
just to
time
get
I
them
ask
absorbed
next
faster.
time I want a sexual favor from a woman, I'm gonna ask for a sublingual. Yo, let me get some of that sublingual, ma. You can't hit me with some of that
It works
sublingual.
faster.
It works
Sublingual,
faster. I
okay.
promise.
Right.
Promise it
Yeah.
does.
So
You won't
it's
be down there as
crazy.
long. Hurry
Yeah.
up.
Hurry up. You won't be
Oh
Put
my
it put
sublingual
it
me.
under put it under put it under your tongue.
Put it under your
What
tongue. Show me
is
something.
wrong with y'all? What
Yeah.
is
Show me
wrong
something,
with
mama.
y'all?
Show me you know what you're doing.
All
Give me
right.
some of that sublingual. Come on. Hit me with the sub, bitch.
Do that fancy sublingual thing you do.
Show me you love me with the sublingual, mama.
Right.
Oh no. Oh,
This is why.
oh
This
no.
is why.
Baby.
Yeah.
But yeah,
You ain't gotta kiss me, baby. You just gotta sublingual me,
Just
girl.
give me some of that sublingual.
That's all I need. A little sub. A little sublingual. Look,
oh
I've
my
been thinking about your
goodness.
sublingual all day long, baby.
Right.
That's all I've been thinking about.
Terrible.
Sublingual. Sublingual. That's all I'm
Terrible.
thinking about. Sublingual. 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 All I'm thinking about is sublingual. Not her sublingual. Not her sublingual. All I'm thinking about is your sublingual. All right. All right. All right.
Sublingual.
What the hell?
Put it
Sublingual.
under your tongue.
Oh,
Wow.
That's the
wow.
thing.
That is beautiful. That is
Scientific
great.
fact. I ask all my nurses.
Oh my! Shout to Mo. I'm telling you, that's why Mo don't need to be cursing at her man. She know words like sublingual. Like she has no
Right.
business cursing at her man at all.
God is still working on me. Leave me alone.
All right. Shout
I'm
out to
still
Sexy
working.
Mo. Shout out Sexy Mo. Allegedly, don't forget all the stories she said. We reserve the right to retract them at any moment. If we find out they're not true, we're not saying these are factual. We're just saying she scrolls just like you. She's got better scrolling technique. All right, before we move on, Amani Adorno, my daughter, my oldest daughter, her birthday was Sunday. We celebrated. She's in Miami. Okay, she took a trip. She's in Miami with her friends. Yeah.
Yes.
So do me a favor, y'all, everybody. Send your spare change, your dollars, your quarters, your coffee money to that Cash App, that $sign Amani Adorno. Send it there.
Does she have Zelle? Does she have Zelle? I don't even do Cash App anymore. Does she have Zelle?
I don't. I'm pretty sure. These kids got Zelle. They got Vimo. They got everything to get money from their father. They got every single way. There's no. I got like 8 different ways.
Yeah, Venmo, Zelle, Cash App.
So do me a favor, y'all, so you can surprise her, because I know her ass is asleep because she sleeps late when she's not working. I don't care if it's 75 cents. I don't care if it's $1.50. I don't care if you want to splurge and put $10 in there. You do you, but I'm not telling you to do it. I'm just telling you, when anybody celebrates a birthday in here, we put their Cash App up. We celebrate by sending the money, because at the end of the day, I know people like it's the thought that counts. No, bitch, it's the money that counts. That's what counts. That's what counts. I don't care what amount of money it is. Send it in there. 4 quarters, 8 quarters. I don't care. That's the Cash App right there. I'm gonna keep it up there. And
now, how old is she this year?
She's 20. And she said this birthday, she said she didn't want to do nothing. She said, this is a fill-in, Dad. This is just
she's waiting for the big 2-1.
So
yeah.
Okay, let me give y'all a quick. So Monty said for her 21st birthday, she wanted everybody to go somewhere. She wanted everybody to go somewhere.
Nice.
So first thing she said, being that she's my daughter, which is scary sometimes because I know we got genes that we share. She was like, we should all go to Vegas.
Ooh.
The whole family should go to Vegas, right?
Okay.
I'm like, this grown ass little girl trying to go to Vegas, whatever. She said, but Dad, I want everybody to go. I want all of us. And my sister has a timeshare out there. She has a timeshare thing, and she actually works it. Like most people complain about their timeshare.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, all right, so it's gonna be Vegas next year, but you got to give us time because you You want everybody. So she thought about it. She realized her sisters are only 17.
Yes.
Her cousin, my niece, is 18. Yeah, 18 going on 19. So at night, she ain't got nobody to go nowhere with.
Mm.
And my mom was like, well, you can go with your father. I said, first of all, I'm not running the streets with my daughter. Let's understand that right now.
That's a definite no.
Now, I know people gonna get mad at this. This is not my 20-year-old son. This is my 20-year-old daughter. Now we can
I was
have,
about to say,
we're not, because daddy
It's
got
different.
some shit. Yeah, daddy
I've
is
definitely been
different.
in the club with mine.
Yeah, daddy's different in Vegas. Daddy's different in Vegas. I'm not the same person in Vegas. So
Yes.
like when I leave in Vegas, I'll see y'all tomorrow at 7 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
So then she started thinking about it. And this is the funny thing. When you think your kids are grown, they are grown. They are at 20. But there are parts of them that really ain't grown yet. They really ain't grown. She came back. She said, I changed my mind. I think we should go to Disney World. What the fuck? How do we go from Vegas?
All out going Disney. Like Universal's there. Everything. Like, that's still a ball out situation.
Yeah, but we've done
to
Disney.
Save up for 2 years for that. Like,
No, I think it was like the last time I took all of them when I was with Stacy, it was all us 5. I think it came out to like 6,500, and that didn't include the cut the line.
Times that by 2 now. Is this 2024, 2025?
Yes.
Times that by
gotta
$2.
be crazy.
$10,000 just to walk in there, they said.
Yes.
It's how much?
10,000.
Oh.
Coming out your pocket.
And you know,
They
all
just
of the
had this on Good Morning America like a month
it's
ago.
expensive. It's very expensive.
Oh man. All right.
Yeah.
So anyway, so that's the Cash App. She's celebrating her birthday. I had a long talk with her. I had to give her the airport. First of all, I had to give her the airport rundown because she didn't check in she didn't check in online.
Oh, okay.
So I asked her, did she check it? So I gave her, if one thing I know is I know how to work these airports. She did fine with that. Then I had to give her, so you want to run these streets conversation, huh? So that you want to run these streets. Okay. So we're going to have a raw dog conversation on this running the street.
Pause.
Yes. So we had conversation. I had to sit her down. And I had to be very stern. I need you to listen. I need you to focus because I'm not talking to you like you're my daughter. I'm talking to you like you're a young lady going to fucking Miami.
Thanks.
Right? So this is what we're going to have to talk about. So we got into a long discussion, everything like that. And I think she appreciated every quarterly. We have to have these conversations.
Well, I'll be there Friday. I'm going to only be down there for a day. I'm going down on business. Is she still going to be there?
No, she comes back on Friday, but that's funny. Ooh,
okay, do I gotta peek? I was going to say, do I need to peek? Did my father send you down here to spy on me?
Because when she went to Atlanta, I had C Chung on Red Alert. He was on the backbone.
Yes.
All right. So before Mo, what time do you have to leave?
I am actually about to depart in about 3 minutes.
Oh shit! Let me show you this video. So Nikki Haley was obviously she's going up against Donald Trump in the Republican Party. No segue. Don't forget the Cash App. And then this I didn't know that wasn't her government name. Did you know Nikki Haley wasn't her government name? You did?
Yes.
Do you even know how to say her name?
No, I do not.
And it's weird because if she used her real name, she would not win. She's not going to win anyway. But she wouldn't even been like in the running if she used the name. So let me play this video. Y'all tell me what you think after y'all see it.
Real name. Yeah, use that Punjabi name that your Punjabi parents gave to you. You don't get to gaslight the entire country by invalidating the experiences of people of color just because you got to handpick a name that makes you sound like a background character in One Tree Hill to appease your base. Use your name. I don't want you to just use your real name. I want you to put it on the ballot in New Hampshire. Then I want you to go down to your home state in South Carolina and put it on that ballot. And then I want you to report back to me about how there's no racism in this country. Use your real name, Nimrata. Because I think you're going to find out.
Nimrata.
Just like how Bobby Jindal found out that the only thing a token's good for is getting spit.
So,
before
that, they showed Nikki Haley saying there was no racism. That this is not a racist country. She even went as far as saying didn't even have a racist history. I didn't know this. I didn't know this bitch was not using her real name.
So that's the real gag right there is that the racism is so bad and so deep that you felt compelled to change something that is like, that's part of your legacy. That's your family name is something that everybody should be proud of, right?
Facts.
Damn. Yeah, that's
And
crazy.
then I was
That's
wondering,
deep.
I was wondering what she meant. And I seen this clip a bunch of times about how she has faced racism in this country. And I was looking at the TV like, how? Like, she ain't say sexism. She said racism. And I was like, how can that possibly? And then I found out, let me see, say the name again.
We're not a racist country, Brian. We've never been a racist country.
Well, then use your real name. Yeah, use that Punjabi name that your Punjabi parents gave to you. You don't get to gaslight the entire country by invalidating the experiences of people of color just because you got to handpick a name that makes you sound like a background character in One Tree Hill to appease your base. Use your name. I don't want you to just use your real name.
So what's the name again? I missed the name.
Nimarata.
Nimarata. Oh,
Nimarata, Nikki, Rhonda Haley.
Nimarata. No, that Republican, those Republicans out here in America don't know your real name's Nimarata. They don't know that, Nikki.
And nor would they would skip right over your name on the ballot. Down south, definitely in New Hampshire, they would skip right over your name and say, "Oh, hell to the no."
Though. She should have used that in her advantage, though. Like, the Indian community could have got, like,
but so when you're talking about the Indian community, it depends on where you're running, right? So somebody, they probably got a whole team together and said, listen, this is what we're going to do. We're going to strategize. We're going to make, and this is part of the strategy. No. We're going to shorten that first name. We're going to do something with that. And what goes with that? Yeah. We're going to use that. And I wonder what her parents have to say, because Punjabi Indians, they are very, very, very people when it comes culturally, when it comes to their name. So for her to change her whole entire name, that's kind of like saying that you want to disassociate your identity from that population of people you belong to.
Crazy.
Yeah, no, that's a very good point. Her parents, no way. Maybe I shouldn't say. Maybe she explained it to him. I have a chance to be the president of the United States. There's some sacrifices to be made, and everybody's like, "Oh, okay, well, I mean, you could be the president." I don't even know if they talk like that. I'm sorry, that was racist. But
it wasn't racist, but definitely culturally inappropriate.
Yeah, it was culturally inappropriate.
Culturally inappropriate, but not racist.
You must use your name. I gave you now I sound African. I can't even do accents. But listen, the whole point is, I guess they understood the bigger picture. But my thing is, like what Mo said, to reiterate what she said, you know for a fact, if your name was on a ballot, the Republicans wouldn't even thought about even giving you an opportunity to get the nomination.
No.
That's why I was always shocked. I was always shocked that Obama, with that name,
Hussein,
could actually win the presidency. But the machine was behind it. So they were.
But the crazy thing, though, is it was going to get found out anyway, because, as you know, if you reach the presidency, right, they're asking, you got to get physicals, you have to up your birth certificate, all kinds of things, right?
They go all the way back to your kindergarten records.
Absolutely. And Steve, when you're saying a lot of Indians don't vote, they do vote locally. If it's a local official that's coming out, they are backing them. They're telling their grandmas, they're telling everybody who own a store, if you own a 7-Eleven, a bodega, or anything, they want you to put everything up. I live in close to Edison, New Jersey, which is a heavily populated Indian community, and they do not play about theirs. Okay?
That's what I was saying. I live in Tampa, Florida, and them rich Indians out there, they were all Republicans. Like, that's why I was like, they will back. She could have used that to her advantage.
Now, one thing I will say, maybe because we're saying that we're going to find out her name, it did take us like 25 years to get Obama's birth certificate. So they can.
Well, he's already in there at that point.
No, I'm saying, but
in there.
And then Random Rick said this is Random Rick's reason for why she didn't use her actual name. Too long for the bumper sticker. All right, Random. Like we ain't gonna just
you know what, Rick. But you might be on to something, buddy. You
We
might
just
be
writing-
on to something.
We just write material during the show, Rick. We just write material during the show. Okay, so Mo got to go, but before you go,
Yes.
okay, so we know that male artists, male rappers have, there's been a lot of fashion statements that have been made that, listen, I'm 52. That fashion ain't for me. I'm not saying you shouldn't, but Mace had a comment on the fashion and where it could go. So let me play this before you get out of here. Hold on, let me play this.
Niggas got their nails done. Niggas wear purses. Who gonna be the first nigga to get eyelashes? Who do y'all think gonna be the first nigga to get eyelashes?
Maze?
Oh man, yo, I won't be surprised if some dudes is doing it already, man.
So
Yes,
I'm gonna say this.
Yeah.
There is, you just don't know it yet. They just don't have the snuffleupagus eyelashes yet going on. But there are men out there who do get the individual eyelashes. C Chung, you live in Atlanta. I know you've seen it. They do get the individual eyelashes, and they are also getting the tattooed eyebrows. They're getting the abdominal etching to make them look like they have a 6 and 8 pack.
I know
the guys
a last
are
tech
growing.
out
Like,
here.
they're getting a lot of top tier work done out here, honey. Yes.
The random
She
Rick said,
actually
I heard.
advertises the dude on there. We're getting eyelashes.
Yeah,
Yes.
but my thing is,
They get the lashes.
I can see guys getting eyelashes, but you can't tell me you're gonna get eyelashes and then I can't question whether you're just heterosexual. See, that's the shit that pisses me off. That you're gonna tell me that is cool, so that's fine. So Random Rick said Kevin Hart is
hide behind the metrosexual. Look, this is just metrosexual.
Kevin Hart is gonna be the first with eyelashes. Stop, Random Rick. Kevin Hart is my friend, and until further notice, we will not. I am not even gonna giggle at that.
Hasta mañana.
All right, Mo. I'll talk to you.
All right,
Be safe. We'll see Mo, sexy Mo, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so let me see if I can get this other one for us. C Chung. Let me see if I can grab this very interesting video. And I'm just learning how to do this stuff. So please bear with me, y'all. Bear with me.
Getting good with it.
Bear with me.
You want to marry a black man, you girls? Don't ask me to do it, because I will not.
Donnie Reagan.
All right, so this is supposed to be the most racist pastor in America.
This is hilarious.
This is supposed to be the most racist pastor in America, right? And let me tell you something. I appreciate the fact. You know what? I'll play it first. Life is really as a Boondocks episode. Absolutely, Afro Queen. Listen to this racist pastor. Listen to this racist pastor.
Happy Valley Church of Jesus Christ in Tennessee just got voted the most racist pastor in America. And as you're about to see, that is well deserved.
It's a pitiful thing. Not holy, not wonderful, and everybody should do it. Friends, it's worldly. Why is it so many black basketball stars, black football stars, black baseball stars want a white wife? Why? Lord have mercy.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
It's another defiance of God's law. It is a worldly way. And then it creeps over into the message. Tell me what's the difference in preaching against bobbed hair, painted face, shorts, all this, that, and other, being worldly, and we let this worldly means come right in, and we're afraid to say one thing about it. And let me tell you right up front, any of you young people, you want to marry a black man, you girls, don't ask me to do it, because I will not.
Somebody yell, preach.
Amen. Amen.
Speak the truth, Pastor.
It's about time somebody said it. It is about time somebody said it.
The old white lady back there, he preaching. He up there preaching.
Billy Bob up there. I think his name is Don. Billy Bob up there. He telling the truth. This is what I've been waiting for somebody to say. This everybody's
Right, this
scared.
man speaking the gospel.
Somebody grab me my mega hat. Where's my mega hat at? Where's my mega hat? Put my mega hat up in here.
White people loving that shit.
Dog,
and shit.
oh, I'm sure the organist started going,
Right.
This world, they're coming in here. Why you think they want to date all women? Why do you think these basketball players and these football players want to date all
That's
white
what
women?
somebody should have did. They should have did like edit the clips in, right? Put a sound effect over it.
We are the pure race. We are the pure race. That's why they want to come in here and infiltrate what we have. People are scared. You see what he went? I'm not scared. He did this. Ooh.
I didn't see the whole video of that until now. I just seen clips last week. But
dude, let me tell you, this is the thing, y'all. We have lived in this matrix where people think like this, but they're not allowed to say it. The most dangerous people are the ones that won't say the shit. The ones that walk among us. The ones that walk among us and are cool. But this is what they're thinking. See, this is why I always say, let me know what it is. See, when we see things like that, maybe that's when we'll get our shit together and understand what the danger is out here. What is really happening out here? That person is not alone.
All you young white women, if you want to marry a black man, I won't do it.
And listen, don't think that congregation is a small congregation. Look at the church.
You want to marry a black man, you girls? Don't ask me to do it, because I will not.
Donnie Reagan.
Look at the church.
Yo, that is so funny.
Look at the church.
Right, you know they got some money behind that.
They got some bread behind this.
Yo, where is that at? Where is that?
Tennessee.
It gotta be like Tennessee or something.
Yeah,
it's
Tennessee.
Okay.
It's either Tennessee or Mississippi. Yeah, I don't know which one is, but it's Tennessee. And you know what? I shouldn't even generalize like that. It could be anywhere in America.
Right at this point.
Y'all would be shocked if there was a church like that in New Jersey. Why y'all shocked? Where did you think record-breaking number of people voted for Trump? And you know, I don't sit up here and just bash Trump simply because everybody else bashes Trump. I bash everybody equally. All these politicians are shady, they're liars, and whatever. But don't think that the only way he got all those votes was because, you know, people up north with me think, oh, that just happens down south. That's just no, motherfucker. No. No.
Shit. I've experienced more racism up north than I do down here in the South. In New Jersey, South Jersey, I've experienced more racism up there than I've ever down here.
Dog, that when I saw that, I said, yeah, I got to get this for the show. Once again, y'all, no segue. My daughter's birthday was Sunday. She turned 20. Peace. And anytime somebody celebrates a birthday on the show or one of our listeners or one of our viewers, we put the Cash App up. That is the Cash App. I want to wake her up with a surprise. Let me make sure I got this Cash App right. Let me make sure I got this Cash App 100% right. That is 100% right. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yeah, man. Yes. So make sure, I don't care if it's 75 cents. I don't care if it's $1. I don't care if it's $2. I don't care if it's $5. I don't care if it's 15. You do what you do. And I appreciate that because I know how y'all always rock out. But back to this thing, man. Dog, the Matrix is being broke. That's why I keep warning people. I said it yesterday with Jay. This election will be one of the most dangerous elections since back in the 60s when black people first got their right to vote, and they were trying to kill people going to the polls. This is going to be a very violent, and I'm not wishing this.
Yeah,
I'm not wishing
it's the facts though. It's reality.
This is going to be a violent election, and what's going to happen is going to be so unprecedented because the Republicans don't even want Trump to be their candidate.
Right.
That means he knows he has no support. So he's going to spread the rhetoric of craziness. He's not even going to worry about being checked by anybody.
You know what I think he's going to do this time, though? I think the last one, he went into the white backwoods, the back road towns, and those dirt road towns. for some reason this time it looked like he's targeting blacks for Trump.
Yeah,
And it seemed like we're eating it up. Like,
yes.
man, it's gonna be oh man. And
And
they actually predicted this what, like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, the election of 2024 is gonna be one of the craziest elections. Like that was 3 years ago they said this shit. Like,
and understand, I don't fall for the propaganda on either side. But
right,
so
right.
I don't even think it's voting for the lesser of two evils. It's voting for what evil you can deal with. Ain't no is which one can you maneuver around and which one can you actually still be productive around. Am I ever going to vote for Trump? No. Do you
Right.
know?
Hell no.
Do you know how reckless he would be if he went back into the White House, y'all?
Yeah. And knowing that this is his last four, he can't do this no more. Oh man.
And the fact that in Georgia that this lady has blown the case up by putting her man as the prosecutor, and you got the audacity for the most important situation you've ever been a part of. And I forget the lady's name. I had it written down. I don't have the lady's name.
Fannie Willis.
Fannie Willis. How dare you drop the fucking ball to put your fucking boyfriend as a prosecutor? And now the big story is that it has nothing to do with trying to handle your business and prosecute Donald Trump. You, my friend, are the worst of the worst of the worst.
Hell yeah.
That means your corruption was so corrupt that you couldn't even stop being corrupt, even when this was the most important thing in your job assignment. Your assignment was to get some type of conviction in some type of way to make it that this man could be ineligible to run for the presidency. And you couldn't even do that shit. That's how corrupt. See, this is what I mean, see, Chuck. This is how corrupt everybody is on both sides.
All right. And they was taking trips off of political money and all kind of.
And now that's the story.
Yeah, she really dropped the ball, but it's helping out on because she's the one that's prosecuting Young Thug. She did the Lucci case. She's the prosecutor of their cases too. So her name is getting dragged crazy out here in the street.
How the hell you not gonna know the difference? How the hell you not gonna know the difference between trying to get rappers in jail?
All right.
And trying to get
Donald Trump
and trying to get a former president to be convicted or convicted of something. Like how
and that man's legal team is crazy. She should have known that he's gonna dig up everything about you in your past. Like
the disappointment. And once again, y'all, I am not that person who falls like because everybody hates Trump, I just jump in line. No, Trump is a dangerous person.
We have history with Trump though. We from New York, so we know him from growing up.
Yes,
how he was a slumlord and how he was a piece of shit. We knew that from kids. You know what I mean? So,
but Fenny, how the fuck? You didn't think anybody was gonna find Fenny? What the fuck are you doing? And I'm telling you, this is what kills me. Even when a woman is in power in her position, her boyfriend strong armed her and said, "Yo, let me get that. Yo, let me get that. I can handle this." They were laying in the bed, and he threw out a strategy. This is how we can get him. Yeah, but you know
it's a conflict of interest, right?
It's a conflict.
Babe, they ain't never gonna know.
Ain't nobody gonna know nothing. We got
Nigga,
Georgia
you are
on
dealing
lock.
with Donald Trump.
We got Georgia on lock. You know how we got Georgia on lock.
What?
Dog. Oh man, that is the dropping of every. Let me see if I can get one more in here and get off this political stuff. Let me see if I can get this one because I think you'll be interested in this one. Let me see if I actually saved it. I may not have gotten it. I may not have gotten it. Let me see. So we'll have to do it tomorrow with the rigging.
You want to marry a black man, you girls? Don't ask me.
I'll do it tomorrow.
I'm getting that sound bite right there.
I'll do it. I'll actually do it tomorrow because the Super Bowl ain't for a minute. So Stacey Mitch, that's exactly what he said. But I love you, baby. Yeah. He talked. He was in her ear.
Yeah, he had a hell of a game.
He was like, "Yeah, babe, you know how I get down. You know how nice I am with this. You know what I do. I got the plan. He probably took our PowerPoints and was like, this is where we got them. All we got to do is this,
Yeah.
this, and that. I got the ins and the outs in it. There's no way they can duck out of this. We got them locked up. We going down in history, girl. We gonna go. We gonna go down in history, knowing that the only way we can go down in history is unless she decides to appoint him to take this position. No, we gonna make this happen, girl. We gonna be in the books. We're gonna be in the history books. And from here, you go from this job. When we pull this off, there's no telling what we can make happen in Georgia. We can take this whole thing over. The governorship is around the corner.
We can make history.
We can make history. The governorship is around the corner, boo. Let's make this happen.
But now that I'm looking, yo, this guy was with her, standing behind her, like when she was unsealing the records and all of that. Like this nigga's up there with her.
Yo.
I don't know if you can see it, but that's him standing next to her.
Wow.
While she's up there.
He wasn't even trying to hide. He needed to be in the mix. He that dude. He needs to be in the mix.
Man. Right, yeah, exactly. He the female of it. He should have just played the cut.
Yeah, just played in the back. Like nobody see it.
Have
Nobody
somebody else from his law firm go up there, or
yeah, I'm good.
Or not even his law firm, like, yo, let's use my homie's law firm and just throw me some kickback or whatever.
They ain't gonna see. Don't tell them they gonna see my faces in court. That's it. That's all they gonna see my faces in court. That's it. I ain't gonna be nowhere. Don't worry about you.
Standing up there with her, yo.
Dog, they took an Instagram photo afterwards. They was posting shit on TikTok.
Yo,
stupid motherfucker.
Oh man,
you stupid ass. Don't you know? You just played her back. If you gonna do, first of all, she should have never picked him. But if you gonna pick him, you gotta be a lot smarter than having his face. Because now, what's the first thing they do? The Trump lawyers is like, who is this dude? They know who he is, but let's find out who he is. So
everywhere we go, we see this same black attorney with her.
We see the same black attorney,
and all they gonna say, hey, get some we need some info on this guy right here next to her.
And then then this joker pops up.
Because I will not.
Donnie Reagan of the Happy Valley Church of.
That dude is.
Oh, and look at his name, Donald Reagan.
Dog, it's such a bad look. It's such a bad. All right. Before I get out of here, listen, y'all. Once again, I hate to beat a dead horse, but I got to because I want my daughter to wake up surprised that y'all surprised her with a bunch of with some money. Yeah, so make sure that my daughter turned 20 on Sunday. She's on her trip right now. She is asleep. So let that cash app. I want her to hear the bing, 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 bing. It ain't gotta be a lot of money. I'm telling you, $1.50. I don't care. Your coffee money. I don't care what
20,
it is.
So she get a 20.
Yeah. So let's make that happen and put that out there for her. So she could wake up and be like, oh, damn, Dad really made this shit happen. Because she know I told her, I said, check your cash app when you wake up this morning. So thank y'all for all that. Tomorrow, I will give you a tease that tomorrow I will show you. I was supposed to do it today, but I didn't save the video, and I don't want to just say it. I want y'all to see the video on how the NFL allegedly is rigged and the NBA is rigged. And the NBA video has a former all-star player co-signing. That's all I'm going to say. You know this player. He's won a championship, been an all-star multiple times, and you know this player. And then we'll show
that one. I've seen the NFL one.
Yeah, so we're going to show the NFL one. And so far, these predictions are spot on. Yeah, they're so spot on that I'm going to have to relapse and bet some money on the two teams that are going to be in the Super Bowl. Because if I know it, why am I not going to profit off of this?
All right.
And I'm not even going to bet the spread because I don't know how they're going to do the spread. I'm going to bet the money line because the money line is you just win or lose, right? The money line is just they win or lose. Yeah, I'm just betting the money line. I'm just betting the money line. Just give you a heads up. Baltimore and San Francisco. Just bet that. Just bet that. Baltimore and San Francisco. Just bet it. Thank me later. Now, don't bet the mortgage on this shit. Don't bet the mortgage on this shit.
All right. Just throw a little something on it.
Yeah, just throw a little something. Don't be betting nothing that ain't nobody trying to change their financial being. I'm just trying to get me a hoodie. I'm just trying to win money to get me a nice, nice crispy hoodies. That's all I'm doing. This is hoodie money. Matter of fact, send that hoodie money to my daughter's Cash App. All right, let me get these comments before we break out of here. Let me get these comments. Do Amani have a picture or color letter? Let me see. Hold up. Wait, let me go back to it. Damn. Let me see. Color letter. I see it. I don't see a picture on it. It's a color letter A, and it's gold.
Yeah, there it is. That's it.
Yeah, A and it's gold. Thank you, Ashley Newman. You're so sweet. Let me see. Random Rick, before we get out of here, everybody have a great day. Shout out to you, Random Rick. You guys are always rocking with us. Craig, Mike, hit me. Craig, I will hit you today. Once I get on my lunch break, I'll hit you today. Shout out to my man Craig, got the studio. You got to tell me how you want me to promote that on here, and I'll promote it for you. Ashley, Random Rick, RG Parker, blessed day, everyone. Have a great day on purpose. Yes, indeed. Random Rick, that's why I watch the WNBA. Can't be Rick. Nobody cares yet, Random Rick. Nobody cares yet. Don't worry. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. Thank you, RG Parker. Thank you. All right, y'all. Let me set this up so we can get on out of here. Oh, damn. One more comment. Sorry. I try and get everybody's comment because y'all. Oh, Jeanette, thank you. Thank you. Jeanette, I got to cash app you. Send me your cash app. Oh, I don't think you have my number. I'll get it from Jay Black. I'll get it from Jay. Where's Jay Black today? What the hell? Thank you, Jeanette. Stacy Mitchell, hearts right back at you. Afro Queen, thank you so much. I know y'all always look out. Y'all always rock out. And we appreciate you. Now, with that being said, love me for who I am, not who you want me to be, because I can never be that. And understand there's only one thing in life that's guaranteed. It will end. So enjoy every minute, every second. You fight for everything in life. You fight for your man's password to a cell phone. You fight for parking spots. You fight for likes and views. You fight for all this shit. Fight for your happiness and never let anybody take it from you. Michael Shawn, Jay Black, C Chung, Sexy Mo. We are gone. Gone in.
It's about to go down. Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legend Morning Show is back Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Michael Shawn, that's me. Jay Black, Sexy Mo, C Chung, and celebrity guests that you get nowhere else. That's right, but here on Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends. Go to our YouTube page, Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends, and check the exclusive situation all the way out. Or catch it live. Get your comments on Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends are back. Yeah.
Go win.